Okay. Welcome back.
Welcome.
I'm Connie.
And I'm Angelica.
And this is the
In
In
Between
Between Girls
Girls
podcast. Woo!
So, it's spooky season.
Yes.
So, our episodes, besides the chismet, are going to be like spooky related.
Yes, for the month of October.
I came on theme. I have my Bucky spooky.
I'm wearing
Spooky
black
shirt.
and I have pink lashes in honor of Halloween.
Woohoo. I love this season.
Yes,
I
we
love it.
do. I'm really excited, sorry.
All right.
Yes. So we decided this month to do like scary themes. And today, since we live in Houston, I think most of you know that. We live in Houston, Texas. We decided to make an episode on haunted locations in our city. So I got to investigate. And I found
I'm
quite a
excited.
few, honestly.
I'm glad we're doing this during the day. Actually, I don't get scared. Do you get scared?
No,
No,
I
I
only
don't.
face like a really, really scary story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see, no. Okay. So I searched in YouTube and I got this specific location from Explore Houston. But I also read articles on the Houston Chronicle. So there's a house. This one's a haunted house. And this one's in the corner of Beechnut and Gessner.
I saw that. I saw that on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Me
I was
either.
gonna tell Jose to take me.
Yeah, like drive in front of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's literally at an intersection. So it's right there in the corner.
It's a big one too,
Mhm.
huh? It's like
a
two
mansion.
stories. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So as far as what I learned was that there was this gas station owner, right, with his family, and he owned like a couple gas stations all around Houston. And so he was rich, like that's why he had the mansion.
Mhm.
And then like other people started getting like more gas stations, and like basically business was not as booming no more.
Mhm.
And people were saying that they were struggling financially. This is all legit. I don't know. And then
Take this with a grain of salt.
yeah. And then one night, so things weren't going good for them.
Uh-huh.
And so one night they said that the wife forgot to turn off the stove, and they all suffocated to death. Like that was for real. That was like on the nails. Like they died in the house. So the house has been up for sale several times, but people never stay for long. Yeah, like they stay like maybe a couple months and then they leave. They sell it again. And I think, people have been saying like, oh, it's because there's like a lot of like people hear spooky things. Like they hear footsteps, they hear voices, they see shadows in the windows. There's a lot of like evidence, like I see videos of people like they walk in front of the house, like in the sidewalk, and they see someone in the window.
Whoa. I think I saw a video and it looked like somebody was at the window.
Yeah. So it's like, so people like, I think right now they sold it to someone, and I think two older people live there. But I mean, it's there. You can drive in front of
I'm
it.
gonna go in it.
Don't say that. Yeah, like I think it would be interesting, especially if you have like the equipment to like really see,
Investigate?
because it is a real murder. Well, not murder, real deaths. Those deaths really happen. But
Yeah.
some people are like speculate. They have speculations like, was it really like an accidental death? People have questions about that because things weren't going so well for the family. But I don't know. That's just people speculating. But apparently it's haunted and it's here. And it's a real big haunted house. I've seen like videos of it on the inside.
Yeah, I saw this girl that she was able to go in and it looked big.
It's a mansion. So
I want to go.
I think when I used to be able to run, maybe I can't run no more.
Well,
not right now.
We
not
were
right now.
here and we just push you.
Very true. Very true. So the next one is the Spaghetti Warehouse. Did you ever go? No. As kids, I remember they took us in a field trip in 5th grade to the Spaghetti Warehouse. Like that was one of the stops.
And I never went.
I think it's shut down now because of Harvey, and they couldn't recover. Did I say Harvey, and they couldn't like recover. But basically, it's said to be haunted because there was like a little pharmacy there. It was like, it's an old building, and there was this pharmacist and his wife, and they said he fell down an elevator chute and died. He was like young. He wasn't old. And that his wife died less than a year later because of her grief. Like she was just so upset that Yeah, that her husband died. So they said that the pharmacist and the wife are haunting the place. And people, but I don't know, people have also said they've seen children, that they think the pharmacist hangs out like in the bathroom because people have said they see him there. Obviously, this is all hearsay. We can't prove it. But I think that's really creepy.
Or can we?
We could. Because
could.
there is pictures. There's pictures people have shown que they take it at the restaurant, you know, as a family. Y atrás se mira like un shadow figure during the day. And it's like, what is that? And people have said that they see people like in the mirrors. There was like these mirrors on the walls, and they would see someone who was not actually there. And so I went as a kid, right? And they scared.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Did you knew that it was haunted before? Like
Yes,
at that age?
because we went, everybody was talking about, oh my God, we're going to a haunted house. Like, it's haunted. So I was scared. I was like, what do you mean? Why is the school taking us here? But obviously, it's just a spaghetti warehouse. But for us, we were all like, we're going to a haunted restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And it was scary. I remember, because I was already scared as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember in the bathroom, there was this chair. And the waitress or waiter was like, you know, you don't sit in the chair in the bathroom because they say that if you sit there, you'll get stuck and you'll never be able to get out. But me as a child, I was like, guys, don't sit there. I didn't even want to go to the restroom. I think I stayed. I needed to pee, but I was like, nah, I ain't going in there. What if I accidentally sit? That would be me. So I was like, I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna stay here. But it was like, since it was an old building, it was creepy looking, so it did go with the spooky theme. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I didn't see anything, but I mean, there's a lot of people who say they have. And I think now, since it's abandoned, I don't know if people have gone in there to explore. I don't know, maybe they should legally get permission. But
we do not, condone.
Yeah, we do not condone breaking into places.
Please don't.
But it is very interesting. I don't know, like, it's crazy how there's like this evidence. I don't know. It's like sometimes I'm like, are ghosts real? I don't know.
She said, I don't know. I like to think so. I like to think there's another
dimension.
No, I mean, I don't know how it works. I mean, scientifically, I don't have an answer.
They say it's like energies.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's scary. Imagine you're eating spaghetti.
I joke.
And somebody just like
some lasagna, some fettuccine,
and then just you see like what's it called, a shadow
on the mirror. You see a face, and there's no one in front of it. That would be scary. If you go to the restroom and I think restrooms are the scariest because there's nobody really in there unless and then you just see someone there with old clothes. Oh, no. No, that was scary. I am disappointed that they had to shut down. I would think I would want to go as an adult.
I wish that honestly, if they were promoted like a haunted
location
experience, like coming, I feel like they would have made their money
literally
recover.
Especially on Halloween, like the haunted, they should be like, oh, let's explore it así toda spooky.
Yeah, like you go and visit it, like a tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Let's buy it.
Let's buy it. Go make a haunted house. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like they would make their money and recover.
Yeah, I think so too. And even the food, bitch. We gonna get hungry while ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So this one is not that big of a story. Well, it is big a story, but there's not much story to it. Uh-huh. It's the Minitix mansion.
Oh, I never heard
of
that one.
That one I think it's the most popular. I think in like 2016 it became really popular to a lot of
here in Houston.
Yeah, it's to a lot of Houstonians.
I have to see a picture of it. It looks creepy.
I know someone who explored it back then because I remember they sent me pictures, and they said it was creepy. But I don't know. For this one, I didn't find like a backstory, like, oh, what happened like in the 1900s or something. No, it's just like, I guess, just known to be haunted. And también era igual, like it wouldn't really sell, and if it did, people wouldn't stay or whatever. But it's really like old right now, and like they have to really redo it because I think there's a pool and it's like really dark water in there, so it can't. Oh, and then they sold it in 2018. And after they sold it, they found a guy was murdered in front of the house.
Oh my God.
And I think I don't know if it's solved or not, but that is on the record. Somebody really was murdered in front of the house.
Is buying a house that is haunted.
Mine too,
dude.
I got lucky. My house is not haunted, thankfully. But that is a big fear because you don't know.
You don't know. No. Imagine. They should do like, spend a week.
Yeah.
Before
trial.
Trial. Spend a week before you buy it.
That's true. That's true.
Like even then, if you build your own house, like what if you're building on top of like
a cemetery?
Yeah, or like there was a hospital like previously there or something. Oh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did you bless your house?
No, I should have, but thankfully it didn't. It's nothing. It's not haunted. I know that for sure. Because in my mom's house, sí veía cosas y aquí no. So I know it's not haunted. Pero I did get lucky because I was scared. I was like, damn, what if I buy it haunted? But no, even because I know it's not haunted because even at night, and if I'm alone, I'm not creeped out.
Fine. Mm-hmm.
So I know it's not haunted. Pero my mom's, I think, is a little bit. Gorda, don't listen to this. Yeah, I think my mom's is kind of creepy sometimes. And it did have like an older couple living there before.
Oh, really?
My mom did. I think they passed away in there. I'm not too sure. I don't want to confirm more than that. Pero así vivían unos viejitos. But,
Scary.
Very. Is your parents' house haunted?
I'll save it for the other episode.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing an episode of our personal
stories.
And then I'll explain.
So, this one is about a bar I think it's downtown. Yeah.
I think I've heard of the bar.
Yes, the Carafe. I don't think I'm saying that right, but
¿Cómo?
It's the Carafe.
Maybe.
Carafe.
Or maybe it's like Italian.
Yeah.
Carafe.
It serves wines and stuff. It is one of the oldest bars in Houston. And it has 2 floors, I think. Maybe more. I don't know. But I know it has 2 floors for sure. But they only use the bottom floor, like for customers. Okay. So from the bar, a lot of bartenders have said stories because on the second floor they keep like the stock and stuff.
Yeah.
They've said stories that they've seen bottles fly off of the wall. Like they hear like a child playing upstairs with like a ball and stuff, but there's no child and there's nobody up there like who's playing, who's like how are these bottles falling, who's throwing these things. Like it's very spooky. And there's people, there was this customer who said that he went to the restroom and he felt someone like touch his shoulder and he turned around and there was nobody there.
But that's like what
if he was drunk?
Yeah. Like a
Maybe.
bar, like the bar can just like play it off as it's not haunted, you're just fucking drunk. Like,
yeah.
It's not a scary
And
place.
you just booked out yourself.
Yeah,
maybe.
like come on, like you're cut off for the night.
That's also true because people go to drink, obviously.
Yeah, it's a bar.
Yeah.
But I mean, if
the bartenders thing,
the workers that obviously
I don't think they're
able,
fucked up.
yeah, and they're not able to drink on the spot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there was an old manager there and customers have said they've seen him. Like they'll either pass by the front and they'll see him by the window or stuff like that. 'Cause some people obviously didn't know that was the old manager until they're like, who's that guy? Like we see him and they showed him a picture and it's like, it's the manager.
It was the old manager.
It was the old manager.
Oh, that's scary.
Because people see him like in the window. Imagine like we don't know, you just pass by and see like a man there and he's not really there.
Ooh, you go up to him, how may I help you? What drink do you want?
No.
Oh, hell. And he talks back to you.
No.
Can I get a Muscamil?
Can I get a Muscamil? Play that money?
Play that money.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that's scary.
The bottles flying off the shelves, I'm like,
will you quit?
I don't know. If they made me do it alone, maybe.
Yeah, if I was alone, no.
Yeah.
If I had people like out, like around me at all times, I'm like, okay.
Because I feel like if you work there long enough, you're like, oh, this
used
is normal.
to it. Yeah.
I don't know. Imagine. Yeah, I don't know. I've never worked at a haunted place, but maybe it's cool. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it'll make work a little funner.
True. It'll be like, what's gonna happen today?
Yeah, exciting.
They throw your papers. They're like, what happened? Oh, our ghost.
It's fine.
He threw the papers. Don't worry about it.
The ghost fires you. I don't want you working out of my place.
Okay. So the next location is the Jefferson Davis Hospital.
Jefferson Davis.
This one...
First of all, I feel like all hospitals are haunted.
Oh, yeah, because everybody dies at a hospital.
People die. No.
But this one's a little worse.
Oh, no.
Okay. So this hospital was built on top of soldiers and slaves. So it's a burial ground.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's scary.
They built a hospital and left them there, like at the bottom. They didn't want to disrupt them. But I'm like, this kind of disrespectful because you're building a building on top of them.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. So you already know that they messed up by doing that alone. They messed up. They should not have done that. Okay. So they built on top of a burial ground. So obviously the place is haunted. People have heard crying. They've heard footsteps. They've heard people talking. Mm-hmm. They obviously see people too. And then I think it was a hospital, right? But then they abandoned it, and it was no longer a hospital. It was just standing there, and it got turned into apartments now. And so right now, yeah.
Oh my God! Who would? Imagine a burial and then a hospital, and then you live on it. No.
Yeah, and they said that the new tenants have said like sometimes they get a whiff of like hospital smell, like out of nowhere. Like así que hay cold spots, y que like basically all the haunted shit. And so I'm like, bitch, who said it was a good idea to, first of all, build the hospital on top of them?
That was me.
And then, okay, now hospital, people are going to live here. Like, I can't wait to hear the stories of people who live there and then move out. Because I think the apartments are fairly newer.
Oh.
So, I bet there's going to be a lot of stories about that.
I wonder if they're like, tell them, like, oh, by the way, like,
this used to be
a hospital. Oh, and also, like, there's dead people buried here.
They're really there. That didn't sink in that they're there.
They're there in the ground. Like, their bones are there.
Oh my God, that's creepy. Imagine, like, somebody goes and does, like, bad stuff there, and there's people there.
That sounds scary.
That's really scary, especially because it was like, so I think it was soldiers for the Confederate Army.
Oh, they were mean.
Mm-hmm. So it's them, and there was also slaves there. So that's like a lot of grief. It's just a lot of bad feelings. The Confederate
was the main ones, right?
Yeah, they were the mean ones.
Was it a battlefield?
I think so.
Oh shit!
Something like that. So because they all died there, and ya los dejaron. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like nobody like moved, and they didn't want to move them because they were gonna disturb them. But I don't know. I feel like they should have moved them if you were gonna
leave them there.
Oh yeah, build somewhere else. Build elsewhere.
Yeah, much easier.
A couple steps away.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Made it a memorial for the I don't know, for the slaves, not for the people. But yeah, that's
scary.
I would not live there.
Would you live next to a cemetery?
No. Yeah. But Mario's family lives close to one.
Like how close? Like how far?
Like 3 stoplights further.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, and it's not haunted. But I guess they are fairly away.
Yeah, I can do that. Because I know I heard people say like, oh, I grew up in a house and there was a cemetery in the back.
And they show it.
Yeah,
I've seen on TikTok where they show it. And I'm like, it's right there.
Yeah, I know. Imagine waking up and you hear a noise and you look through the window and you see someone there. Oh,
you see someone at the cemetery?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I would really freak out. I'm scared to go even to the cemetery.
Oh,
like, dude, when I go, like, I'm like, I literally, before I step on, like, the grass section, I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I walk to where I have to go. But, yeah, I'm like, I literally say out loud, like, I'm so sorry. Like,
they don't mean to step on you.
No, yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I'm trying to, like, wiggle my way around because, no, thank you. Mm-mm.
Yes. No. Because disrupting burial ground, I feel like it can come with a lot of consequences.
For sure.
But yeah, that was a bad idea.
Whose idea was that?
I have no idea.
A rich white man. Sorry.
Literally. So this one is about the Glenwood Cemetery. I think this one's like downtown.
Glenwood sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like one of the big ones because it has a lot of bodies from like the 1800s. I think.
I guess you don't go to like cemetery, right? Like to visit anyone.
No.
I go, and I kind of like to see like the dates of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
With no malicious intent.
Oh no, I just like
it's just
to know.
interesting.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Well, I have been to burials, but I don't actively visit people. It was just, Yeah. And yeah, it is interesting to see.
Yeah, I like to see their dates.
Well, yeah, this is a cemetery. So, for this one, it started obviously a long time ago. So it was a smaller cemetery, not that small, but it was kind of small. Right now, it's about like over 80 acres, and they took over a cemetery that was called the Washington Cemetery. I think it was across the street, if I'm not, or
so
next to it.
Over there.
I don't know if it was across the street or next to it, but it was like close by, and they took over. So that turned into the Glenwood Cemetery as well. Obviously, this is a lot of bodies, a lot of old bodies, like. So
The shit is haunted.
And the reason why is because you know how they started, growing and stuff. They started moving bodies.
Is that legal?
I don't know, but they moved them. They moved them from other graveyards to that one, to the Glenwood. I don't know why, but they did. They moved them. So you already know once they did that, the stuff was gonna go down. So they moved them. So then people started seeing orbs. They started hearing voices. They started feeling watched. And then there was a caretaker who used to be in the Washington Cemetery, before it became like altogether like Glenwood Cemetery. And that guy was murdered, and his murder remains unsolved to this day. And that's real. You can Google that. Yep. So then they're like, that adds to it because people are saying, what if he also like is haunting the cemetery because he was murdered there and it's not solved.
Oh. Would you ever work at a cemetery?
No.
I think during the day I'm fine.
Oh yeah, during the day. At night I would not. No. I need to sleep before the sun sets.
For sure.
And people, it's crazy. A lot of people have investigated this cemetery specifically. There's little crews that go and they report like the hot spots when it's like literally summer. They report warm spots when it's literally winter. So like there has been like temperature changes because they say that's one of the signs.
Yeah.
And there's this lady, and they say that her children died in Sweden, I believe. And she didn't get to like see them, but she's buried in the Glenwood Cemetery, and they say they see her like crying out to her children.
It's like Llorona.
Literally like La Llorona. So they hear her and see her. They see the caretaker. They see, I don't know, a lot of people report seeing different things in the cemetery, and it doesn't surprise me. They messed up a lot, like by moving the bodies, the murder. I think that's a bad move. I think we should all collectively know that by now. Don't move people who are buried. Buried.
Will you ever go investigate a cemetery?
No.
I would go in a friend group. It was like a lot of people.
It's because I feel like people go and do bad stuff at cemeteries. So I'm like...
But I feel like if you set your intentions,
true,
I feel like you're fine.
I would stay in the car. I would agree to drive around. I won't, because if something happens, y'all gonna run away and leave. Where's Connie?
I don't care. Keep running. Don't look back.
Sacrificing me? No. Oh. So yeah, and they say that the cemetery has like a little garden, and people can go and walk in the garden. So I think I kind of want to see it like during the day and just see like what it's like. And it has like a lot of old bodies, so it's like very interesting, like to see that, like you said, to just read their headstones and stuff, but not in a creepy way.
Yeah, I know.
So the next haunted location is the Julia Edison building. This is a library. And I think it's downtown too, and it's very big. This one, they used to have a night watchman and he was a very loyal worker. You know, I feel like old workers used to be very loyal to their jobs. So he used to be security at night. He used to take his dog, and he was a really old man, and he passed away inside the building. Yeah, as he was working, they found him in the morning. This is true. You can Google
like
it.
of natural causes, or
yeah, natural causes. Like he was old. I think his name was Jacob. And he used to play the violin in the library. So people have said that he chases people with bad intent off of the library, like away. Like if somebody goes in there like trying to rob, trying to like do something bad to the building. Yeah, he protects it still. Like he'll like go after them. People say they hear doors opening and closing. Sometimes they say they hear someone playing the violin like on a certain floor. They hear like the tippy tappies, you know, the dogs when they walk. They hear like, I see a dog, and they're saying
I was gonna say, do you think there's ghost dogs?
I mean, I believe in this ghost dog. I'm like, oh, he's still with his owner. Yeah, he's still protecting it. And they say that sometimes there's like, they find bookshelves moved to different location, like rearranged, but in like a time frame that does not make sense. Like out of nowhere, it's just different. Yeah, the dog's name was Phoebe, and she was a German Shepherd. So Phoebe is there. And yeah, people say sometimes they feel followed, or some people say they feel followed by a dog too, but they don't feel like, oh my god, like they feel like, oh, it's just like a dog. Yeah, so I think that one's a nice one. It's like a puppy with its owner, you know, keeping the building safe. Yeah, so I think that one's cute.
Yeah,
to see a ghost dog.
Oh, imagine.
I imagine the tippy tappies. You're like, where's the dog?
Where's the doggy? You're just expecting to see a puppy.
Literally, yeah. Okay, so the next haunted location is the Patterson Road Bridge. And this bridge, they say if you drive on it and stop like on top of the bridge, you would hear somebody tapping on your windows of the car. Or you could sometimes like...
That's here?
Yeah, they say it's here, the Patterson Bridge. There's a little bridge. And you could hear them así tapping on your window. And they say it's haunted. Oh, and people have died on the bridge too. Like there's been like crashes.
Suicide? Oh.
No, just crashes. And people have passed away there. And it also used to be a battlefield.
What?
Yeah. So obviously they're like, it could be the soldiers or whatever tapping
on the
being like, move, what are you doing?
What the fuck, we're fighting.
Yeah. So they say they hear I kind of want to do that one.
Me out.
Like to see if we hear it.
Have you heard the one, is it in Texas, about the little kids that push the car? Is it in Texas?
I don't know where it is, but I have heard if you put like
powder on it,
you'll see the hands pushing the car.
Because
I think it was in the railroad, no?
Yeah, it was in the railroad, and I think the bus like se quedó allí or algo así, and the train was coming and it took the kids. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. But yeah, I heard that one too.
Yeah, that it pushes. I would want it. Those I feel like I would want to see. Yeah. Just to see. Because like, not that I want to be haunted, but sometimes I do want to see.
Experience it.
See what that's like. Like if it really truly does happen. In a respectful way.
True.
So these are my questions. Okay. So, you know how these places are haunted because, you know, people die and stuff? I'm like, people die in the streets every day. So I'm like, is it, like, do you think some streets are haunted?
Ooh. Well, I was going to say, what if, like, they go into whatever house is closed?
Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Yeah, because the street might be boring.
Yeah, they're like, what is this?
Where am I walking?
Where am I going?
That is very interesting.
I feel like they would like go to the nearest house.
That's true.
I think.
Because I think it would be boring to haunt a street.
Like what? Because also not a lot of people walk.
Yeah.
Like, most of them are just cars passing
Unless
by.
there's like street dogs, it would be fun.
Or they go like to their house.
That's true. Because if I died on the street,
they
I would
go with their
back
relatives, their family.
You're right.
No, I would assume.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Because I did think about that.
Yeah. I feel like they would go back to their family.
So I was thinking, since, you know, people did die on the streets, do you think I feel like I want to see someone have, you know, that little thing where people, they do the radio stations and they say words and they drive around a city and see if people say something, like if ghosts say anything while driving down the street. Yeah, like, oh,
hey, stop. Give me a ride.
Imagine.
Can I get a ride?
Imagine. And I'm like, girl.
Sure, where?
Okay. So, do you think the places I mentioned are haunted for real? Based on what I said.
I believe it.
You believe it?
I'd like to experience
Would you would you want to go to a haunted place?
Yeah.
Explore it?
If it's here, yeah, I would go.
Because I kind of want to go, like, to the Tippy Tappy place.
To the bridge?
Yeah.
I would like to go.
Do you know of any other haunted places here?
No, not my house. No, I don't know. Not that I know of.
I didn't even know we had these.
Me neither. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was like, we don't have haunted places, but apparently we do.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've heard one that is like, oh my God, this is the one.
Haunted.
Besides the house, the first one you did, the one at Gessner one. Yeah, but even then, I didn't know about it.
Me
Not
either.
until I saw TikTok. Yeah.
Until I searched it up.
Yeah, I wasn't aware. Like,
I kind of want to drive by it.
Am I crazy? I feel like they would say some schools were haunted.
Yes, I also wanted to discuss that because they used to say our high school was haunted, and that there was a girl, and they heard her laugh.
Oh hell no!
In Jingle Keys.
I mean, it is an old school.
It is.
Well,
I
guess they renew it now.
But I don't know the facts. Like, I don't know what really happened.
Honestly, like, if you think about it, like walking in the school, like at the end of the day, kind of creepy, no?
It is.
It's also old. Like, it's old.
It's not like that anymore.
No, it's all
But when we were there,
it was old.
It was old and creepy. The auditorium was dark. And, like, some stairwells, like the one in the front of the school, the one that was next to the office, that one was creepy.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I wish I had experienced something in school.
Yeah, I heard people experience stuff at our school. But, I mean, I kind of
like, imagine the locker rooms.
The locker rooms were creepy.
They were creepy.
The little showers were creepy, too.
Yeah, they were.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was, like, stuck there. I don't know. But I mean, now it's newer, so I wonder if it's still haunted. Like, who knows?
Maybe all the old teachers, they're like, why did you renew it? They destroy the other one.
Maybe, yeah. True.
Like the old principal.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it could happen.
Yeah. Oh, I want to experience something. I mean, not that scary.
Not that scary.
Just something simple.
Something subtle.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Well, actually, I have experienced stuff.
Yeah.
But I always play it off.
Yes, I feel like we have this thing where we're always like, oh, no, that was normal.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah. But I want something like solid. Like, it is a ghost.
I feel like we would still in our head be like, no, we're wrong.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so those. If you guys know any, let us know in our anonymous thing or message us.
I want to go to a haunted place. It's gonna be October. I want to go somewhere.
Like a haunted place, like a real haunted
like a real
place?
one.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
like a real one.
I think I want to pass by, I guess.
What do you think of hotels?
Hotels?
They creep me out. Hotels
they creep me out. But that's because I think people are gonna get kidnapped.
Oh.
Yes, there can be ghosts there too because people have died at hotels as well. Mm-hmm. So it could happen.
Yeah. Imagine staying at a haunted hotel.
I know.
You can't even sleep.
That reminded me. I didn't put it in because it's technically not Houston. In Galveston, there is a haunted hotel, but it wasn't.
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't get that much of an interesting story, but I heard that there's a certain room that's haunted. I think a lady was waiting on her husband and his ship sank, so she haunts the hotel or something. I might be wrong, but
let's go stay there.
We should go stay there. Be like, hey girl, it's okay.
It's fine. Get a new one.
She's dead.
There's plenty of ghosts.
Another ghost husband. Like, don't worry, girl. Get a new one. Yeah, those were my Houston haunted places.
We have to go to at least one.
Have you guys explored any?
Let us know.
Yes, send pictures.
Recommend
Did you see a
haunted place for us?
Yes. Have you ever explored a haunted place, even if it's not here?
Have you gone to a haunted house, like a fake one?
Yeah, they're not scary.
Oh, really?
And I'm a really scary ass bitch. Like, I really thought...
I've never been to one.
I thought I was gonna, like, pee myself
I feel like I would pee myself.
Here's the secret. If you don't want to get scared for real, you have to go in there like, I'm not scared. That's how I went in. I was like, I'm not scared. And then so when he would jump at me, I wouldn't react, even though it might have scared me. Like he would jump at me, and I would be like,
girl, I jump regardless. Every little thing, I'm just like, oh. No.
Don't go. Because if they see you jump, they target you.
They attack you.
No. They target
They go
you.
after you.
Yeah, they would do it on purpose and keep scaring you. They go for the one that's most scared in the group. And that's why I would be like, oh, whatever. Because I knew they were going to attack me.
Yeah, I won't survive.
So then I feel like I've been to plenty to know that I don't want to go again. Because I'm like, I'm going to pretend I'm not scared anyway.
So what's the whole point?
Because if I give in, then I'm for real going to be scared. So I'm like, nah, I tried it. I did it. This is not really my thing. But you should try it, like, because I think you should try at least once to see what it's like. I think it would be.
I feel like I will pee myself. I don't know.
Así estaba yo. Yeah. But, yeah, let us know.
Yeah. Have you seen the haunted places that because most of them can't, like, touch you, right?
Yeah, they can't touch you.
But there's a place where, like, they can physically, like, torture you. Like, you sign a waiver. Which, that shit is creepy.
That shit is creepy. And I heard a lot of people came out with their stories. And apparently he records it and sells it to the deep web. Oh, really? Because it's really dark. I think they cut people's hair. They take people's teeth out.
Like, I think that, like, there's a save word that you have to say, like, so they can stop. Which I feel like just a little too much.
And I feel like they say that they've said it and they don't listen.
Oh, really? Oh.
So, because, I mean, to take your teeth out, like, girl... Your hair, girl, to spit, to feed you things. They say people have thrown up. They like waterboard you. You know, when they put your head inside water, like.
Oh, why would you sign up for
I would not do. I don't know. I think there's like a psychological thing, like for you to put yourself through something like that. I could never do that. I'm too scared.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be like, don't touch my hair. Don't touch me.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Because that's what I like about the normal haunted houses. They're not allowed to touch you like that. So
yeah, and they're just like, they scare you, they go away. Like,
it's just like a boop.
Yeah, you have like space between you and the
I would not sign up for someone to be touching me.
Yeah, no, that's a little too much.
It gives me serial killer vibes. What if they just decide to kill you?
Yeah, like, what the hell? And they kind of get away with it because you signed a waiver. So, like, no, thank you.
It's too scary. I would not do that.
I would not either. Okay, is that all?
Yes, that was all for this episode of Haunted Locations in Houston. Our spooky episode.
You heard it.
Stop. That was it like
No, like I heard like technical wise, I heard a noise on
I thought
side.
it was
Oh, did you hear something?
I heard but I thought it was like either you or me.
I heard a noise, but it was only on my right side.
Stop it. Spooky.
What the hell?
Spooky things stop happening.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Oh, follow us on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. You should be watching this, hopefully. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Follow us on Instagram at the In Between Girls Podcast. We have a link that you can do anonymous questions or comments. So, yeah. Is that all?
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.